Now, listen, you guys, Nicki Minaj is certainly in her Trini bag. We're going to be talking about the latest that she has decided to drop. And she also seemed to address this entire, oh my God, coconut music situation that is absolutely disrespectful. And Doja Cat seems to be addressing, the issue about her Oscars performance. And one thing about Hitmaker is anytime that he will give Nicki Minaj her flowers. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tea Plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about this entire Doja Cat situation. Yesterday, I did a video and I was talking about how people felt like Doja Cat's performance at the Oscars was absolutely subpar, and people felt like the song was way too big for her. And I do agree that the song may have been too big for her. I mean, Doja can sing, but she's not that much of a vocalist. But that being said, I did also mention that the performance itself it gave Broadway, it gave a well-trained artist. It was giving, but the vocals just were not it. Now, this is what Doja Cat decided to write on her Instagram. It seems like she has received the backlash from the people, and she decided to address this situation, which is rather sad if you ask me, because at the end of the day, celebrities are also still human beings. So this is what Doja Cat wrote. I danced with Sarah Paulson last night also. Flow is my favorite movie of all time because it's a story about friendship. Thanks to the Academy Awards and Vanity Fair for having me. I never get to sing like that, and what I did was brave and scary AF for me. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but a lot of people did, and I feel good that I pushed myself. The song is a classic, and I put a lot of work into it, but the nerves got to me, and a B hit some flats. I can't wait to do something like that again. What a blessing that was. I feel amazing about the whole thing. By this is what she wrote. So basically, she's acknowledging that, well, even she herself is acknowledging that her performance was subpar in as far as the vocals were concerned. So now that gets me confused when her fans are out there on Twitter saying that you guys are just hating, the vocals were not bad and this and that, when Doja Cat herself clearly is acknowledging that, listen, she did hit some flats and she does hope that next time she will do better. So I don't know, you guys, let me know in the comment section what you think about this entire Madlamini situation. Personally, the stage was too big for her. That's number one, especially when she's singing. If it was Doja doing her thing, a melodic rap thing, I think it would have been different. But Doja hitting, on notes at the Oscars just after or before Ariana Grande and Cynthia, that's just a little bit of yeah. Anyway, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Nicki Minaj. It seems like Nicki is in her Trini bag because as I'm talking to you right now, I just realized she once again changed her Instagram bio. She's promoting the song "Carry It" that she is featured on, and it is a Soca song. And I have to say that I like this verse of hers. It is giving us, the Nicki that people have been crying for. I feel like, the rapping is amazing. If this is the energy that she's bringing into the new era, I absolutely adore and love it. So that being said, people are speculating that, well, this must mean that this girl is going to be attending, the carnival this year, and people are super excited because the last time that happened, what did people get? Red Ruby, right? But anyway, you guys, that being said, of course, there are those bots. I now am also realizing that this must be bots because there are no Barbz that are always nitpicking and complaining about every single thing that Nicki Minaj does. Because tell me why I'm opening my Twitter and I'm seeing some self proclaimed Barbz saying that, well, wow, we're tired of coconut music. That's just outright disrespectful. And the fact that somebody can pose as a fan and call someone's heritage coconut, all this and that, and Yeah, that's just distasteful in my own opinion. Like, why would you call somebody's heritage coconut? And they think they're just insulting the music, but what they don't realize is that Nicki Minaj herself, that is a heritage. So what do you mean you're coming to a woman and telling her to not make music about her heritage and where she actually comes from? That's ridiculous in my own opinion. And what's more appealing is the Barbs that interact with this nonsense. You will see 1,000 Barbs underneath that post interacting. And at this point, I'm just like, these bots are also just rage baiting. They know that if they say something as ridiculous as that, and you Barbs go there and comment, of course, that's going to go viral. Of course, you're increasing engagement. And what's going to happen at the end of the day? Nicki Minaj fans are not happy with Nicki Minaj making, Trinidadian music. And that's all stemming from a tweet that could be from a bot. And it seems like Nicki is also clocking that tea because she decided to put, people in check. And of course, you have those gullible Barbs that will also play into that entire thing. Gullible Barbs that will just be like, oh, we are not cupcake, we're edgy. The whole time they're following a bot account. Like, seriously. They will even give them titles. Oh, we are edgy Barbs. I'm an edgy Barb. Meanwhile, the leader of the edgy Barb is a bot from Fraudulent Nation. The title swindler sent that bot. And you, as a fan, you are latching onto that whatever trend, you're thinking that you're different, thinking that you're being woke. Meanwhile, you're following a bot. But anyway, this is what Nicki had to say. And it's getting disgusting at this point. If you don't like the song, why can't you just move on? Do you have to insult other people's cultures like this? And these are the same people that turn around crying for when anything is said about them or anything that relates to them. Anyway, Nikki said, when a song makes you feel pride for where you came from and still manages to push the genre forward, blessings and love to everyone enjoying Carnival season right now. Trini Massive and the whole Caribbean, one love. Doing another mix on it so that it sounds even better on streaming, okay? And she also went ahead to say, wow, a coconut is the queen of rap. Oh, well, somebody said when you pass your place and call Caribbean music coconut music as a form of insult, brace. And then Nicki Minaj responded and said, wow, a coconut is the queen of rap. I have to laugh. One of the kings of my country and of soca music created an anthem, and he also happens to be the most lyrical soca artist with millions of fans worldwide. It's been an anthem for months now. Catch up. Hashtag carry it. Okay. And it said that she has to explain herself, especially to her fans. Now, I do understand that those people that initiate conversation like this are probably paid moles and bots, but you see some Barbs latching onto that, hate and just, it's disgusting. It's really disgusting. And he went further to say they never tasted fresh fruit before, child. That's why. They don't even know how to open or eat a coconut. All they do is eat behind. Also, they are bots. Tickets sell, albums too. Boo, carry it. And the bots really have been infiltrating the fan base. And the fact that some people cannot even realize when this is clearly a botted, tweet, and they still continue to engage with it is what makes it even way more sadder. I think at this point, Barbs need to just leave whoever, tries to rage bait them into responding. Just leave it and see how quickly they will disappear from from your timeline. Literally ignore them, pay them dust. And I think I will cover more about my discoveries lately about these bots and where I think they are coming from and what I think they're trying to do and achieve and who I think they're trying to open the way for. We'll talk about that. I have been tiptoeing around, what's happening, and I've been trying to but I'm realizing that no, actually, it's going on. It's happening. But anyway, you guys, Nicki also decided to hop on Station Head quickly. I only managed to catch a part of the Station Head, and she was basically expressing a love for the Barbz. And yeah, I think I'll just insert it must be a 1 minute snippet or something, about her on Station Head. So I will insert that at the end of this video. And I'm also going to talk about Young Beg, Hitmaker. One thing about that man is he will give Nicki Minaj her flowers anytime that he gets the opportunity to. Talk about a grateful mother. So, Hitmaker regards Nicki Minaj as, incomparable because according to him, she is really the only one who does write her own music. And I do believe that coming from a record producer, they know exactly what they're talking about. They know who's not writing their stuff, and they have seen her in action. And for that reason, of course, they're always going to respect her. And honestly, I love to see this. I love to see somebody who does not forget how much of a good person or how many favors somebody has done for them. So let me insert what Hitmaker had to say, but before that, I will insert what Nicki Minaj had to say on Station Head. I think it's just 1 minute. The rest it was just her playing the music.
And if ever they don't hear my voice, I hope they will have it in their memories of me telling them that they're brilliant. Absolutely wonderfully brilliant. Okay, so Juice, can you play the intro real quick, please? I should not drop a bit. African, yeah. And what the been on my timeline, bitch? I'm posting dumb shit. Told y'all was finna get blocked. Y'all ain't fucking believe. Y'all ain't fucking think y'all was finna get unfollowed. That unfollow sign, right, bitch? Okay, now you know, bitch. Ran up, rolled it right on up like. Don't be talking about no bang, go ahead, because I will block you too, sir. And that don't mean you guys to be dead, Tati. Okay, that don't mean you guys to be laughing at people or nothing. Uh-oh, Juice, play it again, please. 1G.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. So I don't think that after the Hitmaker session, I'm going to be coming back. That being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching. And thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. Until my next one, see you.
That part, and then I had the beat there, and Jeremiah came to the studio. He knew I was working with Nicki. He like, "What's up, fool? I'm just coming through. I'm finna go to LAX." Da, 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 da. I'm like, "Do a song for Nicki? You got me fucked." And I only got like 10 minutes. I'm like, "Boo can say something." And the nigga went, he did one take, and somehow in that take, he was like, "I just want to be your favorite." And I'm like, "Oh, shit." So I went, copied and pasted that shit right now, but she just let me go, bro. Like you gotta think how inspiring it was for me at the time for the biggest female rapper in the game to be like, go
ahead.
Let me ask you, who do you put in in Nicki's class?
Nobody.
And obviously I work with Tehran, so we got records with Nicki, but it's like, who would you like, and what do you think separated? Because I've caught flack on this show from saying Nicki is not, the other rappers to me are female entertainers. Nicki is really an MC, but I'm looking at you from the inside. What would you say, like, how would you separate her from the rest of the pack with all the female rappers? And is there anybody you think can compete in her weight class? There's only one person.
Well, she write her own raps.
True.
Ain't nothing else to say.
Yeah. There's only other
drop
one.
Mic right there.
Yeah, it's
Who,
only
Lauryn
other.
Hill?
No, I was gonna say rap. Like I think Lauryn Hill's in her own way. I was gonna say only person I think is in her category that can really rap is Doja. Like
I not reintroduced, got cool with the girl Hazel Eve that was on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
And her and Ray J were calling me like, yo, Love and Hip Hop finna happen. You need to be on it. You need to do this, that, and the third. So I became a part of Love and Hip Hop. And I think I got my real recognition when Nicki Minaj started taking me everywhere with her.
Yeah.
And like, what the fuck her doing in Nicki Minaj studio?
Yeah.
And shit, I was around that time. That's when T-Ron did Only. I was hot. I ain't gonna lie. Like, these niggas got the single. Man, what the But at that point, like, me and Nicki had got really, really close. Like, and like, I'll never forget this shit. I was at the studio randomly at Glenwood Studio in Burbank, where she used to work out of, and Sounds, a producer that Tricky and Dream signed. Tricky had signed. He was in Atlanta.
He signed to Usher too for a point, right?
He signed to Usher. He did a Love in the Club remix with Beyonce. He did Throw Some Mo. He had a high hand at the time. He was my nigga. And just being in the shit, and he like, yo, pull up to the stew. I'm working with Esther Dean artist. I forgot she had like a Spanish artist. He like, yo, just me. A day before that, I was in Mike Caron's studio, APG. Shout out to Mike Caron. He signed me for $30,000. I think it was 30 grand back in the day, but he had the foresight to see where I was going. I did it. I got a beat pack from Poppin' Oak through Mike Caron. I'm like, yo, I did a hook, and I'm like, yo, I named it Nicki and Hitmaker because it reminded me of Nicki. So the day later, I'm just in the studio, and my man Doc was like, I think I just seen Nicki Minaj. We at Glenwood. I'm like, oh, for real?
That's when she had that room in the back to the left.
Yep. So he like, I'm like, go tell her I got some hits for her. And so he went over there, talked to security, and graciously enough, she came back, and he was like, yo, she said in 10 minutes you can come see her. So I'm in this session, Sounds, just smoking with him randomly, not even working. Now I go over there to see Nicki. I go over there. She very polite, you know what I'm saying, a good woman. She like, yo, play me some shit. First song I play is a Nicki and Hitmaker record. She like, man. She like, play me some more. I play some more shit. I swear to God on my life. She like, you know what? I ain't gonna lie, I've been since this. And then she went to her laptop and clicked my song, The Business. And it came on. She like, yo, this was my shit. And then it clicked to me. I'm like, oh, famous before Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
I had a hit record before Nicki. So we kind of met on a parallel like that. And I swear to God, like that day and maybe the day after, she just kept inviting me. And she was like, yo, I'm going on the road. I'm going to do this. This is Big Juice. This is my engineer. Like, yo, this is my studio. Do whatever come every day.
Hear me out real quick, because to me, I feel like, Ray J has had a great career, but like, to me, Sexy Can I is a record that can drop right now today and work. It's not one era. It's a radio friendly record. It's commercial. It's everything. It's like all of that. Like, why didn't y'all do more music?
We did one more song previous to that. I did a record with Ray J initially on my EP. I had an EP at Epic Records called Almost Famous, and like Sexy Lady and all my initial records on that. We did a record, and I'm being honest, like I really just because he was just a wild young
The TV show.
And he came through and we hit it off. And to be honest with you, I was so in my mode, and this was so crazy. At that point, I was dating another girl that I was doing business with or whatever, who was on my songs and damn, I said business. She was on the song of Business, and I was like, Charlie Walker and them approached me with the Sexy Can I record, and it was really just Ray J singing for 4 bars, then the beat would play for like a minute, then he'll sing 4 more bars. Then the beat would play, so it was just like a super demo sketch. And they like, this gonna be the biggest record of your career. You need to do this, da da da. And I'm like, nah. At that point, they wanted Styles P. And I'm like, I ain't doing this. Swear to God on my life. I'm like, man, I ain't doing it, Charlie. You gotta buy me an Epic Records chain to do this fucking song.
Charlie Walk crazy like that though.
Man, Charlie Walk called Jason of Beverly Hills at that moment and bought me an Epic Records chain.
Oh, wow.
I gave him the phone, Jason in Beverly Hills, explained how I wanted it, this, that, and the third. He bought the chain. He like, do the record. So, went to Miami. I was walking from like the Delano to Wet Willie's or something like that with my peoples. We was throwing bars around. This back when Wet Willie's was popping. And to the same studio, that's my home studio now, Circle House. And I did the record. I put it all together or whatever. Then we finished the record together in at Chalice in LA. So it's me, Ray J, the girl that sang The Business, shout out to Kasha or whatever, and he had a girl with him. I didn't know it was Tierra Marie. It was his girlfriend, and she was just going in on his song. We trying to finish. I'm like, give me some ad-libs at the end. He like, can I just hear some fun? I'm like, bro, what you doing? He like, no, this is my Stevie voice. I gotta hit my Stevie vibrato. She no, you trash. That's terrible. So now while we in there, hey, yo, Bird, I just got this deal. I don't know if this your girl. Would you mind if I play this while we do this record? And he showed me a bunch of He's from Vivid. You know,
Okay,
he had
yeah,
just
of course.
signed his Vivid deal
Yeah.
from Kim Kardashian. So now we in Chalice with on the screen while we doing.
If you meet him, he'll
bro,
meet you
like-
wherever you are. He'll meet you right there. You can you could be the Zulu tribe. He'd be right with the Zulu tribe. Like he don't.
Bro, he's one of my biggest mentors in my career or
love
whatever,
Charlie.
and I love him to death because he's a straight shooter. He never really like sugarcoated shit for me. I swear to God, I walked in Epic Records. He was dancing on top of his piano. Charlie walked like 5'2".
Yeah.
And nigga,
Like